coming home, coming home.
Hello.
Describe your team's game topic.
Well, the point of the game is to learn the 5 attacks on U.S. soil.
What is the most important concept you want your players to learn?
I want them to learn the history on the game. And, yeah.
Explain the gameplay. What actions do the player take in the game?
In the gameplay, it's kind of like a drag and drop thing. You have to carry the cannon and put it in the scene. And when you put it on the scene, it's going to defend against the enemies that we're going to put in the scene.
Has this changed since you first started planning your game? Why?
It has changed. Well, not as much as I would have thought, but our subjects, we wanted to do math, but history is a good subject too. And we chose history because the game would go good with this subject. It is based on history. So, yeah.
What curriculum topic has been most difficult for you so far?
One topic I've been struggling with so far would be coding.
How did you overcome this difficulty?
How I overcame it took maybe about a good amount of time. I asked for teammate support to help me out with some coding, even the teacher, and I even took my own time and go on the internet and search up some of the tutorials. And,
What kind of research went into the way you will express the game topic?
Well, we're gonna, due to us researching about history, the 5 attacks on U.S. soil during World War II, we will incorporate all of what the enemy on the game is going to be doing into the maze that will be the game screen. For example, the bombing of Elwood oil field, the bombers were Japanese submarines. Therefore, the maze, so to speak, is going to be a canal, a blue one, obviously with water, with the enemies being submarines, and those are going to be heading into the fort, Elwood oil field, obviously, and I guess you could say the American soldiers are going to be your cannons, your turrets, your towers that will help you pass the game.
What sources are you using and how do you know they are reliable?
Our main source right now is history.com. Obviously, you get documentaries, movies, information, interviews, dialogues, quotes, everything from experts. So to me, that makes me want to use it and trust it.
How did your individual ideas from imagining your game come together for your team game topic?
Well, our individual ideas were first taking a tower defense game and mixing it in with history. And when you do that, you're eventually going to get our game, which is going to be based about the 5 attacks on U.S. soil during World War history. My team also had individual ideas such as looking up tutorials, copying everything, and then, making it ours. Completing the entire thing with the 18th trademark, Talk about your team process.
We've been searching for resources and tutorials for our game.
Describe your specific roles and how you work together.
Avila is our animator, Freddy is our coder, John is our researcher, Efren, myself, is a researcher too, also, and we is our animator and coder. Could the message in the game concept or images in your game demo offend anyone? If so, how can you avoid this?
If our game's not going to be, we especially don't think it's going to offend anyone. because our game has everything about is true. We found that information. We searched up on websites, history websites. One of the main ones we used was history.com, and it told us each little like bits of details of what happened and everything. And if you don't believe us, you can search it up yourself. And if someone does get offended, the easy fix is just change how they look, or just try to fix some minor details just to fix it, to help our game not offend people and things like that.
What Flash resources have you been most helpful in your learning so far, and why? How did you locate these resources?
Well, I mostly use the wiki, and I kind of change up the codes, and it still works. And somehow I found out a lot of websites have some Flash coding, but I sometimes try them out. I look for tutorials on YouTube and much more, pretty much. And I locate a lot because the search engine for Google actually helps find stuff easier.
Ain't no place like home, baby. Ain't no place like home. Coming home. Coming home. Tell the world. Coming home.